What's going on, Jeromes? So we are used to the national media being haters and losers when it comes to the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. And we're sort of used to it, right? And I feel like it developed in the 60s and 70s when the Vikings were losing those 4 Super Bowls, and the beat writers, with their half-chomped cigars, like, oh, our Vikings lose again. It's really easy, so let's just punch down to them and pander to our national audience, like the Packers, like the Cowboys, like the Steelers. And I feel like it's always carried on. It's sort of been a trope, but it's okay. We live in their hate. The national media jabroni haircuts put out so much hate it blots out the sun. That's fine. We will fight in the shade. But the power rankings are, I feel like, where the Vikings are constantly disrespected and disregarded, right? Vikings in the deep 20s, Vikings in the bottom 5 of the league, and it's all because, Kirk Cousins left, so the Vikings are going to be bad, even though they spent 6 frickin' years just slandering and throwing Kirk Cousins under the bus. And when he was here, he was our guy. We fought for him, but now he's gone, so screw him. Anyways, but Eric Edholm over at NFL.com, I think he used to be at Yahoo. Yeah, but Eric, respect, calls a spade here, and the Vikings actually just got a modicum of respect. Now, it's not full-on respect, but just a little bit. NFL Power Rankings, Jets' biggest mover, whatever. Are the Bears the real deal? No. So Nick Wright predicted the Bears in the Super Bowl? Get the hell out of here, man. But, we're going down. Oh, also. All right, so we got Comcast bundle. No. And also, we got Adidas up there again. So I was remembering, like I was in college, I was doing some college internship, and we were designing a website. All right, and the website was a media one, and it had these Google ads on there, and Google ads, obviously tailored to what you search for. So for me, so it's Adidas, and then also we're thinking about changing internet providers. So there you go. 5-year price lock, baloney. So one of the older douchebag boomer executives, just haughty and full of himself, is just like, we are a respectable business. We should not be having ads advertising Asian singles dating sites. We shouldn't do that. Little does homeboy know. What's he searching for? Anyways, so blah, blah, blah. Chiefs, Niners, Ravens, Lions at 4. Okay. I feel like the Lions Super Bowl window's closed. They shot their wad. It's over, man. It's finito. You're remembering the 2003 NFC title game just like we remembered 98. It's like our opportunity. It's gone. You go. Because it's hard to make a Final Four. People don't know that. Yeah. Anyways, but the stupid Packers at 8. Get the hell out of here. Actually, I take back everything good I said about Eric. Screw him. Anyways, but the Vikings end up at 19. Actually, I didn't see that the Bears were 18. Actually, screw them. Production value. All right, just kidding. So Vikings at 19. I feel like this is actually fair because most power rankings have the Vikings, like we said, in the higher 20s or in the bottom 5. But here at 19, this is what Eric wrote. Actually, the Vikings are at 18. What caused the drop? Actually, what did cause the drop? Because the Bears are down 2. The Jaguars are down 3. Is it really the Jets? The Jets move up 6 spots. What'd they do? Nothing has happened. Wait, it's up 6 spots from what? The draft? Actually, no. I take back everything. It's bad. This is what Eric wrote. The Vikings are an interesting team that might finish above this ranking, but I'm kind of in limbo on them until I get a better read on the ceiling of their quarterbacks. I was a Sam Darnold fan when he came out of USC, but he's sort of been a tease in the NFL. Not even like a tease, just been bad. Nevertheless, it sounds like Darnold is the heavy favorite to start in week 1 with J.J. McCarthy still getting his legs under him. I see what I'm primarily working with the twos, but also primarily working against the first-team defense. The lack of cornerback depth has me worried, but I think this linebacker group and rush unit, so he includes edge rushers with the linebackers, have a chance to wreak some havoc up front. I think Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores can coach. That's a relief. And I'm really fascinated to see if they can navigate their way to a season that is closer to what Minnesota did in 2022 than what we saw most of last year, where the Vikings just gave games away and injuries piled up. Nah. This team was starting to cook a little just before Kirk Cousins went down with injury last year. Yeah, they beat the Niners, the big bad San Francisco 49ers at home, and then they beat Jordan Love and the Packers' ass at Lambeau. Yeah. And I think they'll make some noise at some point in 2024. Oh, Lordy. Finally, we have a national media jabroni haircut who's not afraid to speak truth. That the Vikings could certainly be interesting this year. They got one of the youngest roosters in the league. They got stars all over the place. Brian Flores is another year wiser on the job and with more of his guys in great places. Let's go. What do you write about the Bears? Living in the Chicago area. Oh, that did. Screw it. I'm done there. But beneath them, so the Bucks, yeah. Colts, Falcons, eat it. Comcast again. Caesars, duh. Hello. Seahawks, Saints, sure. I think the Seahawks could be a little bit surprised depending on what happens with Geno's injury. But I do think that McDonald will get that defense going in the right direction. Saints are way too high. Raiders, I like what Pierce is going to be able to do, but their quarterback spot is going to be ass. Thank you all season long. They really did not do much. Minshew was not the answer there. The Commies, I think Jaden Daniels might just drag the Commies forward by himself, by his onesies. Like he might have an RG3 rookie season, hopefully without the injuries. Cardinals 27. I don't know, man. I feel like Kyler with Harrison Jr. could be a little bit something. Titans, I know that everyone's on the Will Levis train, but I don't know. Like, hey, congrats on Ridley. Hey, don't show Calvin Ridley this Caesars Sportsbook ad. That's all. Then let's see Giants start at the bottom. Now they're there. Broncos and the Patriots, and then the Panthers. But hey, I thought Adam Thielen went there to win Super Bowls. I don't know. Saw the people having beef with Thielen's wife again on social media. I don't know. I try my best to stay out of it. There you go. But yeah, again, the Vikings at 19. I feel like this is more fair than not. But I feel like, all right, so the Bears, that's certainly putting the cart before the horse. Jaguars, I do not believe in. Like, I do not trust Trevor Lawrence. I don't care that he got paid. Chargers, I mean, if Herbert's dinged up with that foot injury, which could linger all season, it could be a transition year for the Chargers and jump in Jim Harbaugh. The Jets, I do not buy because, I mean, they forget, like, Aaron Rodgers was straight up bad his final year in Green Bay. People don't understand this. The Packers were a running team with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in 2022 because Rodgers couldn't be trusted to throw the ball. I mean, the Jets are going to find that out. They would have found that out last year, except he popped his Achilles. Rams are always going to be tough. Steelers are always going to be whatever. We'll see what Harbaugh does with Tomlin. The hell, man. What Tomlin does with the quarterback position. Yeah. And then the Browns, I think Deshaun Watson is terrible. I think that's something that people don't want to accept because of everything else with Deshaun Watson. Well, they do want to accept it, but also I feel like the Browns giving up those picks as well as giving him that guaranteed contract, they don't want to admit, but Deshaun Watson's straight up bad. And frankly, I think that Jameis will give them a better chance to win. And Jameis, it's like last year with the Saints when Jameis almost led the Saints back after the Vikings had that great first half with the Passionate and Derek Carr got dinged up. Derek Carr's ass, thank you. Jameis Winston should have been in there. But other than that, I digress. Dolphins literally have no offensive line. It's rough. I mean, it is really, like, they're joint practices with the Falcons. Falcons pass rush ain't no great shakes. But letting Robert Hunt go just so you could give Tyreek Hill more money and then give Tua the GDP of Ghana, that's stupid, man. Stupid. Cowboys, whatever. Bengals, sure. Packers, I understand that they're going to be hyped up, but I can't wait till Jordan Love turns back to a pumpkin. You know that they paid him off of half a good season? Okay. Bills, I think, are overhyped. Texans are both good and overrated at the same time. You know what I mean? Because I understand that they are the darlings right now, but they still have some things to work on. Although I do love me some C.J. Stroud, and I think DeMeco Ryans is a leader of men. So there you go. Eagles way too high. I think that them missing Kelsey is going to hurt, even though they do have like Jurgens and Dickerson on the inside, whatever. Lions overhyped, like we said, blah, blah, blah. But either way, I mean, all this stuff will sort itself out. But I do like that Eric sees that there is great potential here with the Vikings. That defense is going to be legit. Offensively, I mean, you got Jefferson, you got Addison, probably, and eventually you get Hawkinson back. And I don't care if it's Darnold or J.J. McCarthy or Nick Mullins or me at quarterback, we'll put up numbers. MF will put up numbers. That's all, man. But that's it. Vikings actually get a little bit of respect from NFL.com's power rankings. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.